In this video, we'll show you how to use the new approval process for ordering items in DesignerLogic. This is for mostly larger firms that do a lot of commercial work where you might have one designer or staff person spec out a project and then you have another person who actually approves those items before putting them on purchase orders. There's also the ability to add shipping addresses to an item when you make an item that the approver will be able to see when they make the purchase order. So this should make it easier to set ship addresses and then have your purchase order updated with the correct address when you make the PO. So the first thing you want to do to enable this feature is when you log into DesignerLogic, go up to the Account, Manage Account section. And here you'll find all the information about your company, your subscription information and everything at the bottom. Right here you want to make sure that you check Use Approval Process for Ordering Items. That will enable this feature. So once you check that, just click Update. And now what you want to do is enable some of your users to actually be approvers because you don't want everybody on your staff to be able to approve items and create purchase orders from them. So you want to go to the User section. And here you'll see a list of all your users in DesignerLogic, and the people that you want to be able to approve items for purchase orders are under this approver column here where it says no. You want to change that to a yes by clicking the edit, come over and just check the approver box here, click update, and that's all you need to do so that that person will be able to access the approve page. Okay, we're going to go over to an example project and show you how this works. So what we want to do is go down to a project, and we'll use this example project. Click on the link to open the dashboard. And right here you'll see a new button that says Order Approvals if you have that feature activated, and that will give you a number of items that are still needing approval. Now let's create a new item and show you how to put that on the approval process. So we're going to come up and click Add Item like you would any other time. And here we're going to have the add item page that you're very familiar with, and we're going to just put in, let's just put in furniture, and I'm going to make an example item here very quickly. So I'm going to put this on pause. Okay, and down here there's going to be a new field that says order approval, and if you hover over the question mark it'll give you a little explanation. But basically you have a choice of either approval waived, which is a default, so that's not going to show up on the approval process, or needs approval. Now the reason we have approval waived as the default is because you might create 1,000 items on a project and only 200 of them you need approved, so you don't want to have to change this checkbox every time. But if it's special and needs approval, you want to just click needs approval, then come down and finish out the rest of the information. Just fill it out like you normally do. And we'll just go ahead and put this in here really quick. Okay, and down here at the bottom of the add item page, you're going to see this new ship to options section. And here you can choose to ship it to any of these addresses. If it's you, you can select you and click this. If it's the client, check them and then click on their project name and that will update it there. If it's a supplier, like say if it's supposed to go to a warehouse or something, you can click on their name there and it will put them in. As well, you can type in whatever you want to right here. But we're just going to leave this as it is, and what you want to do after that is just click Save and Close, and that's going to add the item to both the items and work page and to the order approvals page. So if we go into the order approvals page here, you're going to see all the items that you have marked for needs approval. Now we have a bunch in here as examples, but we're just going to focus on this one writing table right here that we just created. So this is the table. You can see it says needs approval, and if you click the item detail page, you can come into the item detail and you can see all the information about it like any other item. Any comments or tasks attached to those items will be available there. So you have all the information you need as well as the ship to address to approve that item. Now if you're an approver in the user section, if you were marked approved, what you can do is then come over and actually approve the item. So you want to come over here, click approve item. And right here you can see that it was created by the certain person on this date, and this approval note, you can put in a note right here and we'll just type something in really quick. And then we come over and hit approve item. And what that does is it puts it further down on the list because it's been approved, and you'll see who approved it and what the date was of the approval right here. Now let's say we want to put this on a purchase order because it's been approved. We can come up here and click Create Purchase Order. And right here, we'll just enter the PO number manually. You can use the numbering system if you want. And we want to check the supplier. This is from Sloan Moore, this example. And we come down, fill out the rest of the PO information. And we had this going to a supplier for the ship to address. So we put that in there. And we want to click Submit. And that's going to create that purchase order. And let's show you how to put the item that was just approved on that purchase order you just created. So we'll go down and take this desk right here and select it. Come up to bulk actions, and just like for any other purchase order, just select the purchase order that you want to put the item on. Click update, and that will now attach that item to the PO. And if we click on the PO number, it will open up the purchase order just like every other purchase order. And there's a new option as well for printing. You can print the item with the ship address showing if it's different than the overall purchase order. Like for example, if you have 3 items on the same purchase order with different ship addresses, you can leave the PO address, ship address blank, and then come down and use this link right here, and it will show each item's ship address one by one. So that gives you some flexibility with your purchase orders. And that shows the approval process in DesignerLogic.